Good morning. Hope you guys are doing great today. We just finished up our leadership training this morning, and I thought it was really good, and I wanted to share some of the things that we had talked about. Now, in our leadership training, we do go through the book, and I do a little bit of teaching, but the power and the growth of these leadership trainings comes in our discussion. So I will be hosting another one virtually coming up starting next week, October the 2nd, if you would like to get in on that. It'll be really good. Looking forward to that. But today, in our time together, we talked about the law of the mirror. And the law of the mirror, it talks about to add value to yourself, you first must see the value in yourself. You first must see that you are valuable and that you have a lot of potential before you will start to add value to yourself. And going through the book, I read through it, and it was really good. I see a lot of people. One of the biggest things I see is people with low self-esteem. They don't see the potential that God has put in them and all the things that they are capable of. And I just see it as a big barrier to them achieving the things that they want to do. I see it all the time. And as I read through it the first time, I was like, that's some really good information. I'm going to learn it. I'm going to teach it to other people. But, that's for somebody else. I'm going to teach it to somebody else. Because in reality, that's not really something that, I'm not saying this out of arrogance or anything like that. Low self-esteem is not really something that I struggle with. I have other struggles, but that's not one of them. And as I started rereading it, I read it a couple more times, and I saw a deeper thing to that, right? You must see value in yourself before you add value to yourself. If you don't see that you're valuable, you aren't going to do the things you've got to do to grow yourself, right? I started thinking about that. The people that come to us, the people that are looking to us for leadership, that are under our leadership, they don't need our average or okay. And I think we've become all right with okay and okay with mediocre. They need our very best. And if we don't see the true potential that God has put in each and every single one of us, then we aren't going to do the things that we got to do to uncover that true potential and to be the best version of ourselves that we possibly can be. And I've said it many times before, and I'll say it here again, but God has given each and every one of us unique gifts, talents, and abilities that only we possess to serve other people. And if we aren't using those gifts, then we're sacrificing the gift that God has given to us, right? I'm gonna say a little quote here. This is one of my favorite quotes that I've got. And I know if you know me, you know I've got a bunch of them. I got a phone full of quotes, but this is one of my favorites. I'm going to paraphrase here because I don't know it word for word, but this is from Andy Stanley, and he says, "The leaders of the next generation, people in our generation right now, will be the leaders in every single field. The leaders in healthcare, the leaders in education, the leaders in ministry, the leaders in government. They're in our generation right now. They're out there right now, and no one knows who they are. You might as well throw your hat into the ring." And man, that is powerful. How do you know that you right now, you aren't the very best carpenter in the world, the very best electrician, the very best business person, the very best banker, the best teacher in the whole world? How do you know? You won't know unless you do the things you got to do to grow yourself and to invest in yourself. I'll share a quick story with you. I've shared this before, so if you've heard it, good, you get to hear it again. So 15 years ago, I was a 17-year-old high school senior. And in high school, I was a good student. Didn't do anything to cause any problems or anything like that. Never missed a day, kindergarten through high school, always there. And even won some leadership awards while I was there. But in reality, I was just mediocre and average. I never did anything to overachieve. My vision was small. I didn't have any big thing that I was striving for or trying to reach. And I did lack some self-confidence then. I decided to go on to school to be a physical therapist assistant Now this is me personally, just because I didn't think I was smart enough to be a physical therapist. I was invited to come walk on and try out and play college baseball, but because I knew in my heart and mind that catcher that the team already had was way better than me, and I didn't deserve to be on the same field as that guy, that I didn't even go try out. But one day, I had a teacher come up to me and she said, Cory, there is a 5K run this weekend at 7 o'clock, and I think you should run it. And you know it's for a good cause, right? It's for a good cause. Now, what she said was a 5K run for a good cause. But what I heard was, Cory, I'm going to need you to get up early this Saturday morning. That's not a school day, for a bad cause, running. Okay? For a high school football player and high school baseball player, running was punishment. You did not do that for fun, right? You just didn't do that for fun. But because I liked my teacher and I respected her, I did it anyway. I showed up on race day, the gun goes off, and we get to running and get to mile 1, and I'm passing people, and I feel pretty good. And keep on going and get to mile 2, and I'm still passing folks, and at that point I realized that I hadn't stopped yet. My legs were getting a little heavier, and I was breathing a little harder, and it was getting a little tougher, but I said, I think if I push a little harder, that I can finish this thing without stopping. So I kept going, and I saw that finish line coming up. I crossed that finish line. They put the little finisher's medal over my head, and I said, I just ran 3 miles. I wonder what else I can do. I wonder what else I can do. From there, that question, I wonder what else I can do, I ended up running 31 miles on the beach, and I won the whole race. First place overall. Now you talk about someone who gained some self-confidence and saw that he could do more and be more and achieve more, that did not allow fear and self-doubt to cripple me from taking action. Right? That question, that going back to, I wonder what else I could do, has led to all those marathons, all those triathlons, 2 physical therapy clinics, 2 gyms, and now helping leaders develop their people and grow their businesses. And it's all by looking back to what else can I do? So my question for you today is, what else can you do? How far can you go? But my biggest question, the underlying question to that, what is it, what limiting belief are you telling yourself that is false, that is preventing you from reaching the true potential that God has created you for? What limiting belief are you telling yourself that is preventing you from being all that you can be? Ask yourself that, and I hope you'll be honest with yourself, because if you can uncover that, you can take that lid off of your current level and reach your potential. I hope today has encouraged you and motivated you to get moving and stay moving. I hope you guys have a great day, and God bless.